everyone, how you doing? Hope great. My name is Adeola Monofi. Welcome back to my channel where we make complex financial topics simple and relatable. In today's video, we're going to be talking about tax secrets for entrepreneurs in Canada. So if you are a small business owner or thinking of starting a business, you'll want to pay close attention to these tips. By the end of this video, you will know some important tax tips that can help you save money and reduce your tax burden. Quick disclaimer, I'm not an accountant, but as a financial expert, I know one or two things about saving taxes and not leaving any money on the table. Right, so let's dig into the business of the day. The first tip I'll be sharing with you guys is you need to keep track of all your business expenses. Now, one of the most important things you can do as an entrepreneur is to keep track of all your business expenses. This includes everything from office supplies to travel expenses to salaries and wages. By keeping detailed records of your expenses, you'll be able to claim your deductions on your tax returns and reduce your taxable income. Make sure you keep all your receipts and your invoices. One thing that has actually worked for me in order to keep track of my business expenses is that I actually dedicated a particular credit card to take care of all my business expenses, right? Even though my business didn't get a credit card when I registered it, one of my personal credit cards, I decided that, okay, I would only make business purchases on this. That way I know that all the purchase, all the spending that has to do with the business is on that particular card. So it's quite easy for me to keep track just by looking through the statements without having to keep a lot of receipts and stuff like that. So you may want to try that for your business as well. Our second tax tip for today is know your deductions. Speaking of deductions, it's important to know which expenses you can deduct on your tax returns and which ones you cannot. I was speaking to one of my friends and she was keeping all our grocery receipts. And I'm like, oh no, you can't deduct for groceries, like the purchases you made in Superstore and Walmart and all that. Those wouldn't qualify for tax deductions on your business. However, you can deduct meals and entertainment from restaurants and fast food joint because you could be meeting with your clients in any of those places. But the money you spend buying milk and fruits for the house, nah, those ones won't be eligible for deduction. So please take note of that. Right, some common deductions for small businesses in Canada include home office expense, right? So all the monies you spend to set up your home office, you buy your computers, your printers, your lights, cameras and stuff, anything at all that you use in your business, those will be eligible for tax deductions. Vehicle expenses is not limited to the cost of gas alone. Your auto insurance, your the money you spend on maintenance and servicing your car, those will be eligible as well. Then we have advertising and promotion expenses. So if you are the kind that does ads and on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere, those are eligible deductions. The money you spend to acquire business in form of advertising and promotions, right? Travel expenses such as your Uber, your taxis, your airplane tickets, your hotels, those will be eligible as well. Then professional fees. If you're in the financial services space like me, we require a license to practice legally in Canada. So all the licenses I have in all the different provinces, the cost for acquiring them, the cost for acquiring my errors and omission insurance, anything at all that has to do with professional fees, those will be deductible as well. And of course, let's not forget your rent or lease payments for your office spaces. So make sure you do your research and speak with a tax professional to ensure that you're claiming all the deductions you're entitled to, especially if your tax situation is a little bit complex. Tip number 3, consider incorporating. Yes, if you're running a business as a sole proprietor, you're personally liable for any debts or legal issues that arise because you're seen as the same person as your business, right? But by incorporating your business, you can protect your personal assets and limit your liability. Additionally, there are some tax advantages to incorporating because businesses have a lower tax rate, right? And of course, they also have the ability to defer taxes on certain investments. So, incorporating may actually help you to save a lot more in taxes than if you are a sole proprietor. Like, there was a huge difference because personally, I have filed taxes as a sole proprietor and I've filed taxes as an incorporation. And I would say that my taxes with the incorporation, even though the income I earned with the incorporation was much higher, the taxes were much lower because the tax rates for businesses are actually lower than for individuals. So yes, I am certain that incorporating helps to reduce your tax burden as a business owner. Tip number 4, which is use a good accounting software. Guys, this is very important. To keep track of all your business expenses and ensure that you're properly claiming deductions, it's important to use a good accounting software. And some popular options in Canada include QuickBooks, FreshBooks, and Wave. By using these accounting softwares, you can easily track your income and expenses, you can create invoices, you can generate financial reports, and this can save you a lot of time and headaches when the tax season comes. And I'm talking from experience 100%. Right? Last year was like the first time I actually filed business taxes as a business, and my books were in a mess. Like, I just had everything all over the place. I didn't even know where to get started when it was time to file taxes. But thanks to QuickBooks, this year everything is neater, everything is clearer. I could see all the income, I could see all the expenses, like a lot of stress off my plate. So I personally use QuickBooks, and I can attest that QuickBooks is actually very good accounting software. Last but not the least tip for today is make sure you file your taxes on time. Yes, guys, it's important to file your taxes on time because if you don't, you tend to rush and then you forget some really important things, or you forget some really important deductions, right? So the deadline for filing taxes in Canada for small businesses is actually June 15th. But any taxes owing are still due on April 30th. So if you're like owing taxes from the previous year, you need to pay it off by April 30th. But the tax filing deadline is actually June 15th for small businesses. And failing to file your taxes on time, like I said, can result in penalties and interest charges. So make sure you mark your calendar and get your taxes done in a timely manner. There is no need to rush or be disorganized when it's time to file taxes. And so that's it, guys. Those are the tax tips that I had in mind to share with you today. By keeping track of your expenses, knowing all your deductions, incorporating your business, using good accounting software, and of course filing your taxes on time, you can save a lot of money and reduce your tax burden significantly. As I said earlier, if your tax situation is a bit complex, please make sure you consult with a tax professional and ensure that you're making the best decision for your business. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more smart financial tips and advice. Also, I've been experimenting a lot lately, and that's why this video is kind of different from the previous ones. I'm trying to see which one you guys like better. Do you prefer the one where I am talking to the camera and looking at your faces, or you prefer just my voice over a couple of stock videos and images? Please let me know in the comment section. I would make more of the ones you guys prefer. So, thank you once again for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.